I'm Jeff Lovett, and I'd like to talk to you today about the installation and operation of the BigShot. It's a fiber transport system. Whenever you order a BigShot, what you're going to be receiving is the basic unit itself, and along with the unit, we also ship you 2 curved pieces of pipe. This pipe is an 8-inch Schedule 40 pipe, and the reason why we ship it, it's hard to find somebody that can actually bend Schedule 40 pipe. And we can't have a lot of couplers in it, so you really can't make your own bends and your own angles. We try to keep it with only 1 coupler in it, and as you can see, we actually split the curved 135-degree angle into 2 pieces. And the reason why we do this, it enables us to have a little bit of a compound angle, which works great at the dispensing end if you have to go around a hanger bracket or any type of support in your plant. Let's take a look at the actual unit itself. This is the BigShot unit. And what you're going to need in your plant, once you receive the unit and also the bent pieces of pipe, are additional 8-inch Schedule 40 pipe to get your fiber product from point A to point B. For instance, if you're going to go 50 feet, you'll need an additional probably 2 joints, 40 feet of 8-inch Schedule 40 pipe. You're going to need a good air supply system, and you'll need a minimum of 90 pounds PSI and 25 CFM. These are the most important things that you'll have to do on your end. Let's take a look at the unit itself. As you can see on this unit, it is 1/2 inch into the actual mechanism of the unit itself. Immediately, we pipe that right up to 3/4 inch. And it's very, very important that we use a minimum of a 3/4 inch size air line. I recommend 1 inch. It's just better for the CFM going through the unit itself. If you can't neck it down to a 1/2 inch, it won't work. So remember, it's very important that we have a 3/4 inch air line supply. And you'll note that there's 2 different areas that we can put air into the unit. Standard operation, standard installations, you're only going to need 1 air line into it. If you get into a case where you want to shoot heavier bags, cover a longer distance, maybe a steeper angle, you can hook up another air line to it. What we don't recommend and will not work, if you have 1 3/4 inch line feeding this unit and you try to Y off and split it into 2 separate lines, that won't work. You have to go all the way back to your source, whether it be a compressor or back to a larger feed line that's actually feeding the unit to begin with. You can't Y off. Again, you lose CFM, and it's very important in driving this unit is the number of cubic feet per minute we're trying to put through it. Let's take a walk over here and I'll show you an installation that we have in our plant and what we've done to hook one up. As you can see, this is basically set up with couplers on each end that's willing to accept and will accept 8-inch Schedule 40 pipe. And we recommend whenever you're mounting this unit that you don't glue the Schedule 40 into the actual BigShot unit itself. Glue all your other joints, keep everything nice and tight, but we don't recommend gluing it whenever you go to put it into the BigShot, simply because if you want to move it at a later date and time, switch your piping configuration. If somebody smashes a piece of pipe, it's easy to get out of it if you're not gluing the joints. However, I would put hanger brackets very, very close to the unit itself. As you can see here, we just necked everything out to a 3/4 inch. We're into a 3/4 inch pipe, and basically that pipe comes right down to an air-rated valve. And it's very important that you use air-rated valves on the units whenever you go to use either your pipe itself or any type of valves or fittings. You want to use air-rated. The induction end of this unit is about 10 feet long. It doesn't have to be that long. This induction or introduction piece of pipe for the fiber material could be as short as 3 feet, and it would still work all right. We just happen to use 10 feet in this application. Let's take a look at this unit, and we'll explain basically how it works. I'll bring over a box of fiber. Remember, this unit is not one of the types of dispensers that you actually load up and then turn the unit on. What you want to do first of all is turn on that air valve and then simply add the fiber to it. We'll go ahead and add about 3 or 4 bags just to give you a feel of how this thing works. Turn on the air valve. suck those bags right up through the unit. As you can see, we're using 90 pounds PSI. And that's all you need to run this machine. We're running about 60 feet at about a 45-degree angle, and we find with one feed line of 3/4 inch pipe or 3/4 inch rubber hose at 90 pounds PSI, we have no problem shooting it whatsoever. As a matter of fact, what we can do is we can lock down to the discharge end, and you'll be able to see the fibers coming out the other end. As you can see, it shoots it out at the end of the pipe with quite a velocity. And again, what we're doing here is we're shooting 60 feet with just one 3/4 inch line, 90 pound PSI at 25 CFM. Very, very important to make sure that you use correct air fittings, correct air line. Make sure that you have it bracketed well so it's stationary in place so there's no danger of anything falling. And if you have any questions during your installation, give us a call on Hartsville Free, and I'll be more than willing to help you out. Thanks a lot.